What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Boxing Wave 101, and we back checking in with y'all because we about to talk about the rematch. It's approaching. It came so quick. December 7th on Dazn. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua Part 2 is coming. So let's get it. But before we do that, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, I'm gonna have a question for y'all somewhere in the middle of the video, somewhere up here. Go ahead and answer that for me because I want to hear y'all opinions and y'all thoughts on how you think the fight is going to play out. So let's get it. Let's go back 6 months. That's when the fight first happened. And we shot the entire boxing world. He shot the entire world. He took the world by storm. He had the world on his back at that time. He beat the heavyweight champion, the king of the division. Some people thought it was Deontay Wilder, but the masses thought it was Anthony Joshua because he had the majority of the belts. And Ruiz came in just from the eye test as an underdog. It wasn't going to be that easy. And Ruiz showed up that night and he defeated Joshua. He knocked him down 4 times. Anthony Joshua did come in that fight, and he did look like in the first 3 rounds that he was ready. He knocked Ruiz down in the 3rd round. Ruiz, he said, "That's not how we go out." So he kept fighting, and he knocked Anthony Joshua down twice that same round. Later on in the fight kept going. The 7th round, he knocked Joshua down 2 more times. Anthony Joshua quit in a lot of people's eyes. So the fight was stopped, and Ruiz is now the IBF, WBA, WBO, and IBO champion. He holds 4 belts, 3 major belts. So now both fighters are 30 years old. Anthony Joshua said, in order for me to win this fight, I think I got to lose weight. I agree. But how much weight? He should have did that in the first fight. I don't feel like the rematch, you losing weight now, is going to have an effect. Maybe if you'd have did it the first fight. Anthony Joshua came in at 248 the first fight. I think now, just looking at him from the eye test, it looked like he's going to be smaller than the Joseph Parker fight. Joseph Parker fight was his smallest fight in weight since becoming the champion. I think he's going to be in the 30s this time. 238, 239. That's going to be pretty light. And Ruiz faked all of us. He said he was going to lose weight. Just recently in the final press conference, he said he wanted to be strong. He wanted to be the same weight or maybe even more. That's 268 to be exact. So Joshua being in the 30s and Ruiz being 30 pounds heavier, how would Joshua respond when Ruiz hit him? He didn't respond very well the first fight, so how would we respond this fight? Also, Ruiz had a hard time catching up to Joshua in the first 2 rounds when Joshua was staying on the outside. If Joshua stays on the outside and a little bit lighter, it's going to be a little bit harder for Ruiz to catch up with him. That's something to think about. But that's to be determined. Is this 10 pounds that Joshua is going to shed, is he still going to be strong though? Because in order to beat Ruiz, you got to have some power to keep him off because Ruiz throws punches. He throws punches and combinations. It's going to be hard to keep him off of him for 12 rounds. But if Joshua was ready for it and he trained hard enough, he could do it. Do I believe so? It's tough. I have seen him do it before against Joseph Parker, but he did have a referee that kind of helped him out. Is this referee going to help him out as well? We are in Saudi Arabia. That's kind of like a 3rd home, 4th home for Anthony Joshua. Maybe 2nd home. So I'm going to give you my prediction. The fight could play out 2 ways, but I'm going to give you the way I think it's going to play out. And then I'm going to give you a way that it's possible it can play out. So the way I believe the fight is going to play out, I think it was a tough one because this fight kind of reminded me of Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. Not in the sense of the styles or anything like that, but because the fight was so 50-50 and we didn't know what fighter was going to show up. We didn't know if Keith Thurman was going to be the Keith Thurman of old, or we didn't think Manny Pacquiao was going to get in that time machine and show us what he's really made of and what led him to be a legend, what he is today. And see, that's what I think about this fight. Is the Anthony Joshua of old going to show up? The one that didn't quit? The one that got up off the canvas and came back to beat Klitschko? But that can't be possible because he's losing weight, right? But what does weight got to do with this fight? A lot. In Joshua's mind. He feels him losing weight is going to lead him to victory because he feels the only reason he lost the first fight was because he got tired. That's the only reason you're losing weight. You had to change something up, because if you stuck to the same thing the first fight, you're gonna lose, right? Because nothing changed. So he feels losing weight, that is the deciding factor, but I don't believe so. And I'm gonna tell you why. Him losing weight is going to give him more stamina, but the more stamina would cause Ruiz to get that left hook and cause you to be off balance the remainder of the fight. No, it was not. It was not the weight. It was Ruiz just being good and countering, and you being over excited and trying to rush in and get the knockout. What a lot of people complain about Deontay Wilder is he gets wild. He swings like a wild man, but I've never seen Wilder get wild and then get countered and get dropped 3 more times after that. I had to throw that in. So in this fight, I'm going to have Andy Ruiz winning. I'm going to have him being a victor. I want to say in around the same 8th round, maybe 9th round. It could possibly be earlier, but this is just my opinion. I feel Andy Ruiz is going to get the job done around between the 7th and 9th round. I feel by stoppage, by the referee, or maybe possibly the corner. Joshua could quit, but I don't think he got that in him this time to do that. I don't think he can withstand the backlash of him quitting. I think they're going to have to make Joshua stop. And I think Joshua, in order for him to win, he's going to have to just box Ruiz, and he have to train. He have to train very, very hard this fight in order to withstand all the combinations, all the punches that Andy Ruiz is going to throw these 12 rounds. Ruiz is Mexican. He's not going to take no for an answer. Joshua's going to have to show me a lot. Even if Joshua does lose, but if he loses and puts up a good fight, that's going to show me a lot about him too. But Andy Ruiz, I feel like he got it. I feel like he got it in the bag. I feel like he has his number, and I feel like it's just a bad style matchup for Anthony Joshua. So y'all let me know in the comment, also in the question I'm gonna have up there for y'all. And that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out. Peace.